We each have our Blue Peter. It's dependent on our age, from being small to growing tall, then parents, kids that age. So are these your Times presenters then? Or these guys, maybe those? Is your era near or nearer yesteryear, the early show?
Hello there.
Hello.
Because since 1958, it's been a fixture in our lives, and now 6 long decades later, it still lives and breathes and thrives. And so for 60 years of mums and dads and countless boys and girls, it is the longest running children's TV programme in the world. From a jolly different Britain, in a world of black and white, to this technicolor future that the internet ignites. It's a diary, it's a record, it's a time capsule, unsealed. So here's one we made earlier. Let's see what is revealed. Well, we can map the change in Britain through the changing of our clothes. There was this, and this, and that, and this, and them, and this, and those, and the tracksuits, suits, and swimsuits, and the shell suits and the flares, plus the hairdos and the hair don'ts. Some bad hair days, some bad hair. And there was that time. Oh, and that time, yeah. Do you remember when, oh, I love this bit, this famous clip, the one when he, and then, and so many golden moments, children, animals, presenters. There's the comic and iconic, and the moments now momentous. Do you remember who you were back then? Your plans, your hopes, your dreams. Do you remember who you watched it with? Like yesterday. It seems. Yes, there's the cakes and all the bakes and the mistakes along the way, but we made them and we gave them to our family, and they'd say, did you make that? Did you make that? Delicious, aren't you clever? Maybe burnt or dry or wonky, but a moment sweet forever. And the pancakes, oh, the pancakes, first the mixing, then the toss. How we wish that we could share one now with those that we have lost. And with yoghurt pots and bottle tops and toilet rolls and glue, you could make a Tracy Island, then escape to play there too. And with newspaper and drinking straws and sticky tape and string, you'd make something out of nothing, but it might mean everything. Like some coat hangers and tinsel made with love, an advent crown, and we always put it up, and my heart never takes it down. Because our mum would light the candles, lift us up, and we'd take turns. And in smiling Christmas photos mum has gone, her light still burns. But we've never shied away from the hard stories in the news, reporting here and here and here and here to help kids form their views. And for decades now, the agenda has been green. We have one world and it's beautiful. We need to keep it clean. And this inspiring kids as citizens. The Blue Peter appeals, ask for help and not for money. That's to show kids how it feels to be part of something, proud of something, work in different ways. And as the totalizer rises, children's hopes and pride are raised. Yes, world records and world leaders and some world-class superstars, plus a round-the-world perspective, broad horizons, travel far, and from the safety of your sofa, see the world and learn its ways, children. Think of others, sisters, brothers, save the world, it says. But the real stars of the programme, well, that's always been the pets. Like when Fred turned into Frida, things a child does not forget. And there have been dogs and cats and tortoises to bring kids from their shells, and birds and bees and births and deaths and more. So legend tells, with Meg and Honey, Goldie, Shelley, Lucy, Bonnie, Joey, Socks and Willow, Mabel, Magic, George, the hibernation box. And from Petra and Get Down Shep, there's been many come and gone, but as man's best friends, it never ends. Their memories still live on. And there's the old Blue Peter garden, where they'd show you how to grow a love of nature, and none greater with potatoes, Percy Thrower, and the new one now in Salford, very different, sharing roots, and that's to bring us to green fingers, which then lingers, growing shoots. And you can walk this path of glory with the stories that unfold of those applauded, then rewarded with a badge of shining gold. And then later, nothing greater, pen to paper, write a letter, then the postman brings a package with your name on. Nothing better. And they send in artwork, send in poems, lovingly displayed. And it isn't just a model or a picture that they've made. It says, the precious time I worked on this, you know what? I felt free to use a special secret part inside that holds the real me. And I did it for the first time, and I did my very best. And I pinned my hopes and dreams, and now I pin them on my chest. And me and my Blue Peter badge, you'll see us shine with pride. And deep within, my dreams begin to realign inside. And so for many years, Blue Peter's had a dedicated team reply to every single letter, no forgetting what it means. Because in these letters, in these pictures, in these poems and these cards, we see some children find their childhood to be very, very hard. But just look at what our kids can do. Just look what they achieve when we have caught them and supported them and taught them to believe, to work together, share endeavor, right to exercise their choice, to make a difference, be the difference, fight to exercise their voice. So we show effort, we show teamwork, we show courage, we show steel, we show sheer determination, kids. And this is how it feels. And there are stories here of glories, there is wonder, there is awe. We're highlighting the uniting for the things worth fighting for. And maybe you could break that record, maybe you could give that talk, maybe you could take a metaphoric lion for a walk. And the Olympics, Paralympics inspires a child to dream that he or she can one day hold aloft the gold they've won for Team GB. And you can see that she's inspired. You can see it in her face, knows within herself, her inner self, she will go to outer space. And some will climb a mountain, scale the heights and feel the thrill. But some mountains are inside ourselves. You can climb, and you will. So we see 60 years of children now, with children of their own. Our ears ringing with their singing as we think of how they've grown. And just look into their shining eyes and tell me what you see. In their faces we see traces of the child we used to be. And we look across at our kids and our grandkids, and we ponder on the dances and romances and the chances that we've squandered. And as parents and as carers, we can often see the way, but we can find it hard to find the time or find the words to say, to be like this, kids, free like this, kids, dream like this, kids, be like this. And whatever shoes you ever choose forever, be like this. And be more sharing, be more caring, be more daring, be more you. And be sure to roar and soar to more before your time is through. And there's an emblem, there's a standard on a flagship, there's a sign within its folds. The future holds your badge of gold. See how it shines. So climb the ropes to find the hopes, to choose your course and blaze your trail. Set your sights on life's adventures. Fly, Blue Peter. Set sail.